Anna Kasparian speaks to millions of subscribers online as co-host for The Young.
Oh, fucking look at that smug look on her face. And somebody's talking about me and hyping me up. I'm better than you. Much better. Much better.
Turks, the SoCal native, shares her progressive perspective on a variety of topics.
Dude, look at this friggin' cookie cutter fucking boy wonder superhero. Nice haircut, champ.
Here she is reacting to a proposal by Housing Secretary Ben Carson.
Oh my God, this is her Oscar clip. Was she going to a cocktail party after this? Nice professional attire. And I also like the tone. I've heard one syllable, I'm already irritated. She's like, we're doing. Okay, now, I understand. Part of me is like, Devin, you kind of have a tone in some of your videos. Here's the difference. I'm not a news person. I'm not an anchor on a news show, what they call a news show, which is the equivalent of me talking about medicine and calling myself a hospital. If I was being paid to professionally convey information to a massive audience, I would speak in a manner that was far calmer than this woman. She's yelling at us as if she is benefiting from this, okay? She's taking that tone because it does something for her psychologically. We don't need to be yelled at. So who is she yelling at? I don't...
Suffering right now. And it's not because we're lazy. It's not because we're not working hard enough. It's not because we're not being productive enough. It's because the system is rigged against us.
I mean, can you imagine anybody on the news? And it's not because we're lazy. And this is me being passionate and I raise my voice because I care so much.
And this administration is only helping their cronies, their corporations and their buddies, and that's it.
So she gets passionate. We love that. Anna, welcome to Good Day LA.
That's one way of calling it. She's in a perpetual state of being on the rag. No sexist.
Good to have you here.
My pleasure to be here.
All right. So tell us a little bit about the...
I'm on the camera. I made my hair all curly. Reminds me of girls in junior high getting ready for the junior prom. And they're like, I'm going to make my hair curly. What? Why? Your hair's straight. It's straight 360 days of the year. I know, but this is a special day, so I'm going to curl it at the bottom. Oh my God. You suddenly went from being an 8 to a 10.
Young Turks. Why do you think that model...
Oh my God. Good Day LA? Ew. They still have shows like this?
...has been so successful in this era when so many people are turning away from traditional media models?
It's because we speak the truth. We speak truth to power. Let's try to predict what she's going to say. And we're unfiltered, so I can't even pretend to be objective. I know, like, journalism you're supposed to be and all that, but I just say, fuck it. I got my degree in journalism from Cal State Northridge, and I was like, I'm about to reinvent journalism, literally, by not being a journalist. Like, that's really doing wonders for the genre.
Well, I think it's the same reason Trump got the type of attention he did during the election.
Is this a closeted gay? I mean, I feel like a guy whose hair is that well kept. Look at the size of that sideburn. Like, what is that? I feel like it's a helmet. I feel like it's Lego. I feel like you could just plug that in. Or Mr. Potato Head?
He presented himself as someone who's authentic. We actually are authentic, and...
I like how she's talking to, like, this Ken doll, talking about authenticity.
And I think that really did speak volumes to younger audiences that wanted news content that was easy to understand.
Right. Spoon-fed to them. Basically, a generation of Asperger victims. They're not really victims. We're the victims of their Aspergery. But yeah, their audience, they like to make fun of Fox News and say, oh, your audience is all in their 70s. The Young Turks audience is in their teens. It's like 18 to 22, okay? No, it's younger than that. It skews so young because they take these malleable, stupid-ass minds. No offense. I don't want to be ageist, but you're dumb as a fucking pile of shit. You're hot, though, too, so, I mean, you know, not all. They're trying to be like, yeah, our message really doesn't penetrate. It doesn't really work on people who have fully developed brains. But they try to spin it as, we're the next generation. Shit, the choice of a new generation.
But also spoke to the issues that they feel passionately about, like affordable housing, which was what I was talking about in that clip.
Do you...
You said a good sentence, Anna. Look at you. Oh my God. Look at that face. I'm not vibing with this angle.
I think, though, that there is value in sort of the traditional media's attempt to try to play it straight, to put it down the middle. That right now there's so much echo chambers on the left and the right. I mean...
Look at him, just suggesting, just nonchalantly, what about the idea of being unbiased? And, you know, reporting the news instead of just burping up your opinion about shit? How about that? Just journalism and interest you at all? No?
I think that's a great question. There has been an issue with the way traditional media confuses objectivity with neutrality. So I think it is important to show both sides of a story, which is what we do.
No, you do not. Oh my God. How could she lie to herself like that? They are slanted from start to finish. Every single editorial choice they make, the topic of the video. I mean, all they do is they just read shit that other outlets create, whether it's an article or just a piece in a paper, but it's usually not even a paper. They go to other regressive rags and regurgitate it and then put their dumb, uninformed amateur spin on it. And she's trying to act all high and mighty like, yeah, this is the new wave of like new media and journalism. And it's just, I mean, we speak to a massive audience and we're just evolving. Anna, it's a grotesque charade. They've been telling themselves this lie so long, they believe it.
But it's also important to get to the heart of the matter and tell your audience, hey, we did the research, we did the heavy lifting, and...
You did the research. Anna is such a goddamn Google warrior. I mean, these people, honestly, I don't understand. It's so comical to see someone evolve this much, to go this far down a rabbit hole without any check and balance. So it's like the lemurs of Madagascar. Okay, they're fucked up. Have you ever seen these things? Their eyeballs all big and like, it's a freak show down in Madagascar, right? And it's because no other animals were keeping them in check. They didn't have any predators. I mean, if those lemurs tried to hang out wherever else, drop them into any other ecosystem, they're getting eaten. They're getting extincted. Is that a word? The Young Turks are lemurs, okay? And I am a wild baboon. Now, I would eat a lemur. But see, they have created their own Madagascar in their own little bubble. This is what I call virtual Madagascar. Can we make it a verb? Madagascarized? They've Madagascarized themselves. It's obvious.
This is the person who's telling the truth. This is the person who's lying. I think far too often what you see in traditional media is this fear of appearing as if you're sharing your opinion. So,
Anna, here's the thing. We know that you're nobody. You're a piece of shit. Okay? Your opinion is uninformed, incorrect, shallow, vapid. Anna, we didn't elect you. You're dumb. So we don't want to hear your thoughts on things. Like, does that ever occur to you? Anna, you're a glorified intern that was a piece of ass to be put in juxtaposition of Fat Gank. Sorry, the Fat Brown Buffalo, to get ratings. You're not Diane Sawyer. But she's like, oh no, I get millions of views. I have millions of views, Anna. I have millions of views. And I'm talking to my iPhone.
A lot of hosts, a lot of anchors, a lot of reporters will be neutral and they'll just show both sides without getting to the heart of the truth.
The heart of the truth? Is that a phrase? The heart of the truth. As opposed to what? Does the truth have organs? I get to the balls of the truth.
Well, you're not afraid about sharing your opinion.
Like, I barely believe that dude's human, though. Seriously. For sure, that guy's from Westworld.
So let's ask you for some of your opinions, right? We had this Trump-Kim summit last night. Your basic reaction?
Anna Kasparian, talk about the North Korean deal. Like, what? How much time do you think she put into this? Okay, let's work backwards. Look at her makeup right now. Look at her hair. Look at the outfit she's wearing. All of that takes time. You can't just snap your fingers. It's not like in The Fifth Element where you just click a button and boom, you got makeup on your face. No, she spent a lot of time doing that. Okay, what else is her day composed of? Going to the bathroom, sleeping, eating, updating her social media? She did not research this. I did not research this, but I'm willing to admit it. She's about to fudge this as if she's in 8th grade giving a book report on a book she didn't read. Watch.
I think that overall, it's a good thing that Trump is approaching this from a more diplomatic route. With that said...
A diplomatic route? He was waving his dick at the dude on Twitter the other day, or I guess it was a couple months ago, where he's like, hey, Rocket Man, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to come with the freaking sound and fury if you don't shut your yapper. I mean, the guy is unhinged.
I don't believe that this agreement is something that will lead to something. I don't think it's going to lead to real change. I don't believe that North Korea will denuclearize. What I am concerned about is that Trump agreed to stop military exercises and also bring American troops back home from South Korea. That could really destabilize the region.
Listen to her. That could really destabilize the region? Anna, you're such a tosser. Anna, have you ever been to the region? When was the last time you were in the Far East? Good God. I mean, you could feel her stretching, right? She's so over her pay grade. It's insane.
And also, that could further alienate our ally, South Korea. And Trump has this habit of alienating our allies. And
Yeah, but Trump is an asshole to everybody. He's a bull in a global China shop. I mean, he's pissing off Japan, he pisses off China, he pisses off Mexico, Canada, you name it, Germany. I mean, every country. Name a country he hasn't pissed. Madagascar.
Being incredibly complimentary to our adversaries, including Russia and North Korea. So he really needs to think about the long game and how this could potentially negatively impact the United States, destabilize other regions of the world.
Destabilize is a word I'm going to use on Fox today. I said it twice. Drink every time I say destabilize the region.
And if we alienate ourselves from our allies, who's to say that they would come to our defense if we are ever attacked?
The president's.
Yeah. World War III has broken out. We're being bombed. All of our major population centers are getting nuked. Does anybody have a hotline to South Korea? Help us, please. What? Yeah, Anna, I don't think we're too concerned about the military assistance of South Korea in case of a nuclear war. But, great point. I think your point destabilized my sanity.
Perspective is that many of our allies are freeloaders, that we do more for them than they do for us, and that the system itself isn't working. What's been happening in
Will you please rip off that suit and fly away, Superman?
North Korea isn't working for all these different presidents, so we got to shake it up a little.
Look at the motion graphics of that Good Day LA. Ew, it's so 90s, isn't it? Look at the blue sky in the background. It's all sterile. Look at the decor of this place. Is that guy wearing purple socks? How did I bury the lead? Brown leather shoes with purple socks? Gay confirmed. What is that? And what are these central pieces on the table? This looks like the decoration of a Klingon spaceship. Am I in the transporter room? Beam me out. Beam me, Stefan, it's beam me up, not beam me out. Stop being a cunt.
Little bit, and maybe if we force the issue, we'll get results that other presidents didn't get. Your reaction to that?
Anna, react. Start talking. Destabilize? Alienate? Give us a big fancy word.
Well, I think that the president is very good at misleading the American people about what the reality is. For instance, he made it seem as though the United States pays nearly all of the cost to operate NATO, and that is not the case. We pay 1/5 of the cost.
She read an article about that this morning.
And when it comes to the trade deficits, he lies about the numbers there too. And unfortunately, people believe him. We have allies. We need allies. When the United States was attacked in 9/11, the first country to come to our aid was Canada.
Excuse me, come to our aid during 9/11? Explain that. What do you mean by that? How? They sent us money? Troops? What did they do? They joined us in our operations in Afghanistan? It was a symbolic token gesture. What does that even mean? We're supposed to get on our hands and knees and be like, oh, Canada, please save us. From what? We need saving from Canada.
And if we continuously, push them aside while bringing in our adversaries, who, by the way, I don't believe that North Korea is a rational actor. They have promised to
destabilize?
To give up their weapons in the past, and they did not do that.
Yeah, that's true, Anna, but you cannot front on the haircut of Mr. Kim Jong-un. Give it up. Look at that. That's a fashy cut if I've ever seen one. That dude is more alt-right than Richard Spencer.
So I think it's important for us to remain friends with those who have stood by our sides, while also, yes, we need to approach North Korea from a different perspective. I don't think that insulting...
So what I've gotten so far is that we are reliant upon Canada and South Korea for the military defense of America. Okay.
People on Twitter is the right way to go, which is why I'm happy that he's approaching this from a more diplomatic perspective. But I think that,
wouldn't one mic do the trick there, Koreans? What's going on there? It looks like a bukkake session.
No. We don't have any...
Does Kim Jong-un have a fish for a tie? That is the silver scaly body of a fish.
Verification in this deal that North Korea will denuclearize.
Speaking of not insulting people on Twitter, Melania Trump has made that her...
Why does this guy have a handkerchief? I mean, seriously, what the hell? What time period is a handkerchief necessary, fashionable? What is the point of that? Is that to blow his nose? Is that for style? This man is overtly gay, but like to an offensive degree. It's offensive because he's not admitting it. Like, wear a rainbow tie or something. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, did you know George Michael was gay when you were growing up? And I'm like, nope, had no clue. So maybe my gaydar is broken, but I remember watching him. I'd watch him in Wham. I saw the Wham video, and I didn't know he was gay.
Her pledge, her to try to end cyberbullying. You've actually stood up for Melania Trump on Twitter. What's your main message? Because a lot of people have questioned where she was or what's going on with her. What's your take?
I saw a lot of trashy stories and commentary about where Melania was, a lot of speculation, even within the news industry, that made me uncomfortable. There was speculation that she had
AIDS,
plastic surgery, that she had been beaten by the president, and I hated all of it.
We have a Russian mail-order bride as the First Lady. It's just another degree of embarrassment. But yeah, compared to Trump, she seems like, who's a great woman in the world? It's kind of very telling that it takes me this long to think of one. Who is like a universally accepted great woman? She comes across as Eleanor Roosevelt.
You know, politics aside, she's a person. She didn't run for president, and I don't believe she has any obligation to be in the public eye at all hours of the day.
Yeah, it's not really the case. It's kind of a stupid thing to say. She's the First Lady of the United States of America. She doesn't really have a private life anymore. I mean, obviously she's not an open book and she does have privacy, but like, she is a public figure. So she's open to criticism and commentary.
I think that she has her own life and she should be free to live it however she feels is proper for her.
Certainly seems like a complicated relationship, but all relationships are complicated.
I just don't think. I mean, I just don't think it's any of our business. I think that right now there are Americans suffering with stagnant wages, affordable housing is a big issue, and rather than focusing on those problems that Americans really do want to hear about, we're speculating about where the First Lady is.
I think we could do more than one thing at one time. I love her platform of, I think we should have more money and more houses. You get a house and you get a house. I mean, it's so empty, isn't it? It's like the ramblings of a child.
Yeah. Well, we can hear, thank you for coming in, and you can hear some of that on YouTube, the Young Turks page. They're live.
The Young Turks page. They have a web page, I believe. It's www, it's all lowercase.
For 2 hours every day, starting at 3 o'clock, sometimes longer. And hopefully you'll see Anna soon on our political show, The Issue Is.
That was a weird laugh to end it. And the awkwardness of that moment is cascading over me now. I feel partly responsible for his laughter and that weird moment. It wasn't me. I took no part in it. I saw it, but I did not generate it, so don't blame me. Absolutely awful, Anna. I am mesmerized by how highly you think of yourself. And I mean, the only thing I could add to that is that the guy did not impress me that much either. So nice strategy going on that show. I mean, the state of news in the world today is just, it's on life support. We need a hero. We need a new generation of anchors. We need Tom Brokaw. Where is he? Is he in retirement? Is he fishing? Get him back, please. I want an old, rich white man to tell me things. Anyway, that will probably trigger some people. Hope you have a good day. Bye.
I'm Jacob Banks, and the song is called Unknown. I believe what I say. Why does everyone end me wrong? If I told you different, would it sound the same? Would it make a difference in any way? Oh no. I know I done wrong, I'll pay for it. It's your turn to talk, for once I'm listening. Say that you don't want me, say that you don't need me. Tell me I'm the fool. Tell me you've been tortured, tell me you've been betrayed and what I've done to you. Even if it doesn't matter what's true. Say that you don't want me, say that you don't need me. Tell me I'm the fool. Look at all this heartache, what is left? Forget it, now it started, this is how it ends. Oh no, I know I've done some wrong, I'll pay for it. but it's your turn to talk. For once I'm listening. Say that you don't want me, say that you don't need me. Tell me I'm the fool. Tell me you've been tortured. Tell me you've been betrayed. All I've done to you. Even if it doesn't matter, matter what's true. Tell me that am I know to you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Say that you don't want me, say that you don't need me. Tell me I'm the fool. Tell me you've been tortured. Tell me you've been betrayed. What I've done to you. And even if it doesn't matter, matter what's true, no, no. Say that you don't want me, say that you don't need me. Tell me I'm the fool. Tell me that it's over. Tell me that you mean it. This time it's true. Tell me that I'm unknown to you. Tell me you've been tortured. Tell me you've been betrayed. What I've done to you. Even if it doesn't matter, no matter what's true, no. Tell me that I'm unknown to you. So say that you don't want me, say that you don't need me. Tell me I'm the fool. Tell me that I'm unknown to you.